All right, so this is a suggestion via Patreon. The name of the video is Americans When They Realize the Entire World Doesn't Revolve Around Them. All right. Listen, if you guys are new here, please like and subscribe. The more that you like this content, the more that I know that you specifically would like to see more of this specific type of content, okay? Now let's go ahead and just jump into this immediately. Right, guys. Actually, let's go ahead and make it just a little bit bigger. All right, let's check it out.
I've been living in Spain for the past 4 years. I recently went home for the...
I've lived in Spain for the last 7 years, back and forth for the last 2. Let's get it.
First time in 2 years to Nebraska. And I was kind of like letting my family know how my job is going and whatever. They asked me like how many students I have. I was like 15 to 20. They were like, is there a bunch of other English teachers in your city? I was like, yeah, there's quite a few. And my uncle actually said, that many people want to move to America in your city? And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, that's why people study English, no? They want to move to the United States.
Wow. I'll give you my exact experience. She's talking about Spain. Great. I literally have residency in Spain. So let's talk about this. My experience is people want to learn English, kinda, because they want to make more money from English-speaking expats from the UK. So I don't, and then also there's like this weird like anti-American sentiment that kind of that flows through Spain. I have no idea what it comes from. Maybe because I don't know, guys. I just can't figure out why a lot of people just don't like America. But I think that's the overall sentiment for everywhere I go outside of America, weirdly. Because us as Americans, for the most part, think that we're better than everyone else, when that's just not the case. What are we better in? Not education, not medical stuff. Like what are we better at? We're just ourselves. Just, if we can just get rid of that weird that weird thing we have about thinking that we're better than everyone else when everyone else is rated higher at nearly everything. That'll be amazing, and it'll make it a lot more comfortable when us people that actually leave the country often, right? Move around the world, right? But all right, let's get it. Oh, weird thing. Speaking of Spain, still another thing, guys. I encountered someone one time that said, what did she say to me? She said something like, I guess she didn't really know that she was older, so she didn't know that there was like, she asked me regularly like about my village, right? My village being, Atlanta, my village, right? And if we could, I don't know, drive here, type of thing. So just keep that in mind. There are people that are just not really aware. So when people try to put up these things about how Americans are just like unintelligent or anything like that, guys, keep in mind there are people very much so the same outside of America. So let's continue.
Okay, screw it. Here's my embarrassing moment, my true facepalm. I know you're going to judge me, but whatever. All right. When I first moved here, I was looking at a website in French, obviously, and I was looking for how to convert it into English. So I went to where the little flags are, in the corner of the screen, right. And I could not find an American flag anywhere.
Because, okay, another like expat thing, right? Here's a dilemma. When you're outside of America, you're really not going to see the American flag for English. You're going to see the United Kingdom flag. Let you guys know. So if you're ever looking, you're going to see UK because they're obviously close to UK and they speak English.
So I was like, what the heck? This doesn't make sense. There has to be a way to translate it into English. And then I found the British flag because Americans did not invent English. And I always judge myself for that one. That one was pretty bad.
I mean, I'm going to blame her on that very specifically, right? I'm just going to blame her on that because English, but whatever, right? Give me a good one, guys. Give me a good one. Give me a good one.
No, this is a real thing.
All right.
Like, I'm educated now. But
right.
I remember being a kid about like 10, 11-ish.
Okay.
And it was actually surprising to me that European history continued. Like, okay, well, Europeans came to America and then European history stopped, right?
Guys, a lot of these are very personal, right? Okay, because I just don't see. I'm an American, guys, right? And I don't think that I would have, thought that, but I get it. No, I don't. This is a very personal thing
because nothing else mattered after that because there was America.
Okay.
What do you mean that they continued living lives and having history over there between the time when America was started and when we rescued them in World War II?
Oh, man.
I'd like to say that was just American education when I was a kid, but I think it's American education in a lot of places now.
What? What are you talking about, bro? Nah, bro. No.
This.
Okay.
When I first moved to Spain and I started dating my partner.
Guys, it's weird. Another person that lives in Spain. What's interesting is that I don't run into many Americans in Spain. So where are these people at? I'm guessing they're probably no. I can probably guess where they're at. They're either in Barcelona or Madrid, guys. They have to be either Barcelona or Madrid. Places that I just generally just don't enjoy. If you're gonna move to another country, move to the actual country, right? Like not the touristy places, and then say you live in this country. That's weird. All right, you're still getting hamburgers and hot dogs, bro. All right, where you live. So just keep that in mind. If you're gonna move somewhere. All right.
I was chatting with an acquaintance from back home, and I said, "Yeah, I'm dating for somebody from where I'm living." Their response was, "I love you so much. I'm really excited for you, but please be careful because you never know if somebody might be using you for a green card." I was shocked.
You shouldn't be. You shouldn't be that shocked. You live in Spain, right? You absolutely shouldn't be that shocked. So I don't understand why why she's feigning shockedness here. Yeah, that's a thing. What your American counterpart said is a factual statement. So I'm confused, right? But again, it all depends. Keep this in mind. Is it correct? Kinda, but is it incorrect? Also kinda, because again, there's a super heavy anti-American sentiment. Keep that in mind. But there are some people who absolutely idolize everything America, right? Just also keep that in mind. So the fact that she's again feigning shockness over something that's like a 50-50 chance is weird. Specifically in Spain.
And the irony of the situation is that we ended up getting a civil partnership so that I would be able to stay here.
Yeah.
Assuming she means us U.S. Americans.
Okay.
Okay. So being that I am a U.S. immigrant living in Costa Rica, I hear stories all the time from Costa Ricans who work for call centers, and they tell me the most horrendous stories, which it doesn't surprise me that we people from the U.S. have the audacity. But I am now starting to collect my own stories because I am now on the phone with people from the US all day as a travel consultant for a Costa Rican-based travel agency. And one of my very first clients that I ever got on the phone said to me, who happened to be from the great state of Texas.
Okay.
Now listen, darling, I don't like foreigners much. So when I get there, I want to make sure that I'm not around foreigners.
The world isn't yours. Oh, no. Okay, we have a good one. We have a really good one now. This is a good one because I've experienced people that talk like this in America. And I'm just like, bro, you can't walk around the world, right? I mean, literally, I have over 120 stamps in my passport, right? Under no circumstance can you walk around the world thinking that people owe you English, right? Your goal to travel the world is to lose the idiotic mentality of I don't want to be around foreigners. Your goal is to lose that, right? Like you should be encountering other cultures because then you generally don't come back a POS, right? You don't come back that way. You leave your nonsense in America Go see someone else's culture, live within it for a little bit, right? I mean, and then just experience it, experience the food, experience the sounds, the smells. And then you come back a much better person for it, right? Because now you know that the world is not specifically around, like, so revolve around every single person that looks like you, right? And honestly, I'm one of these people that I don't like traveling to countries that speak English. That may sound odd, right? But I mean, you won't really learn anything from your visit at all. You just won't learn anything if you don't experience an absolute difference. All right, that's all I'm gonna say about that one. But this is not uncommon.
Like foreigners much. So when I get there, I want to make sure that I'm not around foreigners.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Sir, I think you might be confusing Costa Rica with Florida.
Right.
Florida is lovely this time of year.
Wow. Let's get it.
I've lived in Europe since 2018. I say Europe because I lived in France, Spain, and Belgium.
Again, Spain must be super popular. Guys, I've never seen any of you. Right? Let's get it, guys.
Last year, I went home for the holidays to the US, and
I've been in Spain for since 2015. My residency began in 2015.
I lived in France, Spain, and Belgium. Last year, I went home for the holidays to the US, and I kid you not, I was asked, do they celebrate Thanksgiving in Europe?
I laugh because I get this all the time still. Like for example, if I'm in Spain, I'm going to get a whole lot of like, oh, what did you do for Thanksgiving? Bro, Thanksgiving is not a holiday here, right? Like all of those holidays that like Independence Day is not July 4th in Spain, guys. I mean, I get it. I'll say, the Happy Independence Day or something, right? But like, it's a little weird, right? It's a little odd. Let's fix that. Let's work on that.
When I was a kid, I remember watching the Olympics and thinking it must be so hard for them to not cheat for the Americans and like the judges and not give the athletes that are on the American team more points because we're so awesome and everybody loves us and we're like the best country.
No, this is why they don't like us, because a lot of people think like this. Unfortunately, the loudest people think like this, right? Seriously, the loudest people get the most attention, and then the people from outside of America hear these people and then think that everyone is like the people that she's describing, guys.
Are you not going to give more points to us?
Let's get it.
Literally, when I arrived here in Colombia, I met some American people, and when I asked...
Is she American? Literally, when I arrived here in Colombia. Hold on. Let's go.
Colombia, I met some American people, and when I asked them, so where are you from? They were like, Indiana. And I was like, I don't care what country. I was like, I know. Where is Indiana? Just tell me America or United States. What would you want to precise your state? Like, so selfish.
No, sorry.
It's no surprise that we feel this way. We call our baseball championships the World Series. Right. There's like one Canadian team. Win the Super Bowl or the NBA championships, world champions. We pretend we're the only ones playing these sports.
Wait, you mean to tell me that it doesn't?
What?
There's other countries. I thought you guys were just our states.
No. Guys, the ones here at the end here are not really good, guys. All right, what's next?
Newsflash, Americans.
Okay.
The world does not revolve around you.
Okay.
Sorry, from Canada.
7 years ago, my best friend told me if I ever received the code word from him, I was to drop everything and meet him at...
Okay, no. I don't know what that is, but I hear music, so we're not doing that.
Once a day.
Tell me about the time that you went to a sleepover as a child and something happened that instantly made you ready to go home.
What?
I grew up in a predominantly white neighborhood, so I have a ton of weird ass stories like this. But this one is one of the worst. In 5th grade.
This has nothing to do with what the video is about. All right. So yeah, guys, absolutely. There's a lot of like oddities. And I think honestly, mostly the American expats are going to be the ones that are honestly going to be able to tell you guys, we have an issue, right? We have an issue. And it's unfortunate, right? But we do seriously have an issue with thinking that we are the only ones that exist, right? We definitely don't. We're not even that big in comparison, right? Our country is really large with a lot of empty space and a lot of people, but all right, I think we're number one in military spending. I think that's our claim to fame. I think so. Either way, love my country regardless. Though that it is what it is. All right. So yeah, let me know in the comments if I should be checking out any more of this type of stuff, and I will get into that as soon as I possibly can. All right. Listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy it thoroughly.